Nice aim. It's like you're a pro at this or something.
Oh, just a natural, I guess.
No need to keep tabs on my dad. He's a legitimate businessman now. His days of running a crime syndicate, rigging ARC races, that stuff's all history.
So he's done with it for good?
He gave me his word.
When I was little, my dad used to say that a father's word is his bond. If you believe your dad's legit, then I do too.
Oh, good. So glad you're home.
Raven, I told you never to call me again. I don't want the police thinking we're in business together.
I couldn't care less about the police. You know what I'm calling about.
How many times do I have to tell you? The chip isn't for sale.
That ship has sailed, old friend. Now I expect you to give it to me.
After all the times you've tried stealing it from me and failed, why would I do that?
Because now you don't have a crime family to protect you or your son.
Fine, Raven. You win. It's yours. Just leave my family alone.
A little late for that, too, I'm afraid. Did you seriously think there wouldn't be consequences for cutting off your ties with me, Fontaine?
Prepare for air. 3, 2, 1, launch. Activate MetaGear. Activate MetaJets.
Look alive, people.
Follow my lead.
Incoming!
I'm in serious trouble here.
Outnumbered 5 to 1.
Dive on my mark. They're right on top of us. Targets are locked.
MetaJets.
Oops, good thing they're just low-powered lasers.
Dougie, pack your things right now. It's time to leave for New York.
Why? The race doesn't start for hours yet.
I said now!
No last-second rush to your cockpit, huh? What's the deal, farm boy? Last time you were this early for a race, you got the day wrong.
Still managed to beat you that day.
Like Johnny needs a reason to come early. Pre-race shopping's always big for me in the Big Apple.
Oh yeah, guys like us can't wait to go shopping, Maggie, especially when the new fall fashions are in.
Doug and I were just chilling out at his place when his dad suddenly decided to rush us to the city.
Probably had a crime boss convention to attend.
Easy, the guy's legit now.
Of course he is. You don't have to love New York to love the ARC race we have in store today. It'll give a whole new meaning to the term city driving. Racers prepare for air in 3, 2, 1, launch! With all these skyscrapers, you'd expect traffic to be bad, and that's when gridlock sets in. We're talking a whole fleet of automated pilotless sky taxis jostling for position. They'll put any pilot's flying skills to the test.
Oh, I hate traffic.
Keep an eye on your speed, racers. It's an automatic disqualification if you break the speed limit. The minimum limit. When it comes to this race, it's fast pace or last place.
Trey, if you're gonna hit something, make it a wall, will ya?
The ARC repair hangar's gonna be busy tonight.
Okay, I get it. I'm going the wrong way. Enough with the horns.
With Doug Fontaine a close second and Johnny Miller finishing third.
Yeah! MetaJets, report for mission briefing immediately.
Man, I never get to enjoy my victories.
hours ago, Fontaine contacted the World Council. He wants to turn himself in.
Turn himself in? I thought he wasn't a criminal anymore.
He's not doing it to confess a crime. He's doing it because Raven's out to get him.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Keep your personal feelings to yourself, team, because you're about to become his protectors.
Us? Why? We're not bodyguards.
It's to protect Doug.
Precisely. With Raven now targeting Carmone and his family, he brokered a deal with the World Council. He's going to hand over intel on Raven in exchange for being put under witness protection.
So by squealing on Raven, that guy gets his entire criminal past wiped clean without doing a minute of jail time?
I didn't broker the deal, Vector. I'm just executing it. You'll rendezvous with Carmone at a deserted airstrip in Queens. From there, you'll provide a protective escort, transporting him directly to World Council headquarters, where the prisoner transfer will take place.
When are we meeting?
In 45 minutes.
At least now I know why Dad wanted to leave so quickly this morning.
He was being smart going into protective custody, Doug. He was only thinking about you and your safety.
Yeah, but now I have to live on board the ARC airship, which isn't that bad in itself, but it means I can never go home. And who knows if I'll ever get to see my dad again.
Hey, keep your chin up, Doug. I'm sure you'll see your dad again someday.
General Raven, our inside sources informed us about Fontaine's impending transfer to the World Council later today. But there's a problem.
Do tell.
We're not in any position to capture him. Recent battles against MetaJets have depleted our supply of Black Cloud drone jets.
We'll need to ramp up production at the plants.
I have, but no matter how hard I crack the whip, replacements still won't be arriving for days.
Then it's a good thing I put a bounty on Carmone's head. I figured the promise of a huge reward would draw out every bounty hunter in the region.
Who needs drone jets when greed can do our work for us?
Sorry about the delay. Just rounding up my traveling companions.
Your goons?
What are they doing here?
Guido and Barone have been with me since the beginning. I'm not going to go into hiding without them.
You should have told us about this long before now, Carmone.
Gee, yeah, we don't have enough room in our jets for all of you guys.
Not to worry. I brought my own jet. You lead, we'll follow.
Easy 5-minute trip across town. We'll be home before dinner.
Captain, we seem to be really popular all of a sudden. Has word gotten out about our special delivery?
I'm afraid it has. Intelligence indicates that Raven has put a bounty out on Carmone.
A bounty?
Don't worry, Mr. Fontaine. You came to us for protection, and that's just what we're going to do.
A few potshots can't stop us. We're coming up to World Council HQ now.
Just how few is few, exactly?
Ace, protect Carmone. We'll deal with the bounty hunters.
Stay back! You're the one who needs protection!
I paid good money for this jet. The least I can do is use it.
More bogeys on an intercept course. No Black Cloud drones. They're all bounty hunters.
It doesn't matter who we're up against. We can't take on those kind of numbers.
It's time to regroup. Hey, what's with the sky taxis? I thought they were pilotless.
They are. The question is, who's controlling them?
Just your friendly neighborhood cyborg.
Colt Kasabian?
In the metal-enhanced flesh. Now hand over the kingpin. Don't make me do something regrettable.
How can you work for Black Cloud? What kind of a weasel are you, Colt?
Now, it's just a one-time job. I'm no fan of Ravens, but the bounty money will help me do a lot of good work at my cybernetics company. Besides, Mr. Fontaine is a criminal who deserves what he gets.
So says you.
Colt, be reasonable. Isn't there something we can do to convince you to stop?
Buy me out or shoot me down, but I'm betting you can't do either.
A deadly cyborg, wayward sky taxis, and another wave of bounty hunters on their way. Whew! I think the phrase "too much on our plates" is starting to sound appropriate.
MetaJets, disengage. Priority 1 is to protect Carmone. World Council has armed reinforcements on the way, but they'll need time before they can secure the area.
Should we bring Carmone to the carrier?
Negative. Dozens of rogue fighters are in our vicinity. Do not return.
It's a lot easier to kill time when we have someplace to do it.
Carmone, tell us you have a secret hideout location or something.
What kind of former kingpin would I be without one? Follow me.
Foxtrot, we need to create a
distraction. Follow me.
Let's box him in.
Sometimes you can have too much of a good thing.
The Empire State Building? That's some hideout.
Where'd they go? I couldn't have lost them this fast.
Wow, look at this place. It covers what? Floors 50 to...
55. Took every trick in the book to keep it under wraps.
Funny how a former kingpin still has a massive arsenal lying around.
Newsflash, Carmone. One of the parole conditions of your race-fixing crime was to hand over all the proceeds from your previous crimes.
How could you hide all this stuff? You told Doug you were legit.
I am legit. I only kept this hangar around in case of emergencies.
First your henchmen, now this. We're beginning to question your motives. Start talking.
Everything I'm doing today, everything, is for my son, Doug. By protecting myself, I'm protecting him.
If we're going to protect you, we need to know what other surprises you might have.
There's only one, but it's big.
They couldn't have left the city, so where did they go? Radar jammer? Cloaking device? Computer, display the last known trajectories of target jets. Hello, what building is that? Ha!
Revenge isn't the only reason Raven's after me. He also wants this, the neutralizer chip.
Oh, please, there is no such thing.
The neutralizer chip?
It's the Loch Ness monster of tech gadgets. Some genius supposedly invented a chip that can neutralize any weapon or explosive device.
You're kidding.
Only one prototype was ever made. It went missing, yada yada. Big crock. It's just an urban legend.
An urban legend that I purchased off the black market. I see you don't believe that it's real. Fire a weapon at me. Go ahead, any weapon.
Don't be ridiculous. We're assigned to protect you, not to...
Huh? No, stop!
Whoa, it is real!
That was its lowest setting. On high, it can disable any weapon within a 10-kilometer radius.
Now we know why Raven wants it.
He's come after it many times, but I always had my empire to protect me. Now that it's disbanded, I'm a sitting duck.
That chip can take down every criminal force on Earth. You have to give it to the World Council.
Don't you get it? This device is dangerous. I only used it to evade the police. In the wrong hands, the neutralizer chip can defeat armies, topple governments, and destroy society as we know it.
There's one weapon it can't stop. Blunt force.
Ace, why?
What? Problem solved. Now there's nothing left for Raven to steal.
He's right. I never had the guts to do that myself. It was always too enticing. Thank you.
I think our friendly neighborhood cyborgs found us.
Ace, you couldn't have waited a little bit before destroying the chip? It would have come in handy right about now.
That shield generator won't last long under this attack. Let's get out of here.
Vector, disable the shield on my mark. Now!
I'm impressed. Nobody's fooled me like that before.
It only makes me more determined to capture my prize.
Well, we're not gonna make it any easier for you if
That's what you're hoping for. Werner, World Council's reinforcements have arrived. They've cleared out the remaining bounty hunters from the perimeter around HQ. You're good to approach.
Great. Now all we have to do is get them there in one piece.
Viper!
I thought Raven contracted out Carmon's capture.
We were wrong!
Oh man, my weapon systems are down! What's going on here? I thought Carmone was New York's most wanted.
Hey, Viper's peeling off.
If he's not attacking, it means he's going after the neutralizer.
The chip that's been dipped? Tell him he's wasting his time.
If Viper finds out the chip's toast, he will shoot Carmone down.
Vector, keep shielding Carmone as long as you can.
Altering course is all my ride can do at this point.
Foxtrot, keep Colt off our case while Ace and I tackle Viper.
I say we skip this party and head straight to World Council headquarters. Hey! MetaJets! My men have turned against me and they're holding me hostage.
Comlink's off, boss. This ain't personal. It's just that Raven's gonna pay as much for you as you pay us in a year.
You guys catch that before it cut out?
Forget Viper, let's go help Carmone.
About time you two acted. When I'm through destroying MetaJets, meet me at the rendezvous point for the exchange.
Change of plans, Viper. We want to take Carmone directly to Raven now.
What? You were supposed to bring me the neutralizer chip before delivering Carmone. Where is the chip?
Yeah, about that. It's kind of in a bunch of pieces right now.
You let the chip be destroyed?
You two were stupid to trust Raven. Clearly you learned nothing working for me all these years.
If Viper doesn't destroy Carmone, the crash sure will. That one's for you, Dougie.
Colt, would you cut it out already? You're never gonna see that bounty.
How do you know?
Carmone's men were working with Viper. Now Viper's attacking them. It's one betrayal after another with those guys. What makes you think Raven will behave any differently?
I should have known messing with that psycho was a bad idea. I ain't waiting around for the encore.
Don't expect any job references.
Pity you lack the imagination to use the chip to its full potential, Fontaine. The world would have cowered at your feet.
My world's fine the way it is, thanks. Now that my son is safe from you and your boss.
If only you could say the same.
Time for rush hour, Viper. That's for wasting my time.
Who said you need weapons to inflict some damage?
Heads up! Viper's coming back!
We gotta stop him.
No neutralizer chip? You better at least have Carmone.
The explosion I caused to his jet got to him first.
I'll take what I can get. Now, fix that eyesore of yours or get it out of my hangar bay.
Not exactly the best circumstances under which to part company, but I'm sure our paths will cross again.
Knowing Raven's treachery, if you had been the one to nab Carmone, this may have been your reward.
Don't I know it?
Somebody should go talk to Ace.
When he's ready.
Ace,
Carmone! You're alive!
a guy doesn't survive in an industry of thieves as long as I have without having an escape plan at all times. I'll trust you can keep this whole I'm still alive thing under wraps for a while, eh?
Of course, whatever it takes for Raven to stop chasing you.
And Dougie, now we'll both be safe. You'll keep an eye out for him, won't you?
I know a pilot down the hall from his new room. Doug will always have a friend looking out for him.
I'm glad to hear it. When things cool down, I'll see him again. Until then, make sure he keeps his hope alive, okay?
Count on it.
Cookie jar!